Hello boys and girls, welcome to our second video learning about your flute. So here we go. In this video we're going to go over the parts of your flute, their names and their functions, and whatever this thing is and this thing, we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so here we go. If you remember from our first video, I kind of went over this a little bit. You have three sections of your flute. There is this little short one right here. We call that the foot joint, kind of like your foot, okay? And we have this long one right here that is called the middle joint. And we also have this part which you blow into it, and we call that the head joint right here, okay? So you can kind of think of it like a person. See, that's the person's foot, that's the person's body, the middle joint, and that's the head, and that's how it gets assembled that way. All right, so let's go ahead and assemble this real quick again. So if you remember from our first video, you grab the foot joint by the area where there are no keys, so you don't have to worry about breaking anything. And same thing with the middle joint. You grab the area with no keys and you carefully put them together, make sure it's straight. All right, and there you go. And then make sure this little spine part, okay, on the foot joint lines up with the middle of the button of the middle joint right here. And then you grab the area once again without the keys, and you grab the head joint and you carefully put them together. And make sure this right here is called the embouchure hole. Embouchure hole. Now don't worry if you don't know how to spell any of these. I will put up a slide at the end of the video. So that is the embouchure hole. This little plate right here, that is called the embouchure plate. Okay? All right. And also you have this little button right here in the top. Please make sure that you don't touch that. Okay, that is, you know, it's not a toy. Please don't spin it. If it accidentally comes off, let's pretend you open your case and whoops, it came off. Okay, just put it back on and don't over tighten it. So when you turn and it start to give a little resistance, stop right there. Don't keep turning. This is for adjusting the tone on your flute, so just leave that alone. Okay, so that's that. All right, so we have our instrument right here. All of these that you're going to press on, these little buttons, we call them keys. Okay, K-E-Y-S, like the keys that you use to get in your house, keys. So these are keys right there. All right, this right here is our cleaning rod. Okay, I'm going to bring it up a little closer to our camera. Let's see if our camera can see it. So there we go. So our cleaning rod, at one end there's this little hole right here, and that's so that you can put your cleaning cloth through the hole like this and make sure it's in the middle. Make sure it's not like this, because when you put the cleaning rod inside your instrument, the cloth might fall out and get stuck in your instrument. Okay, so you want to make sure maybe halfway like this. Okay, and every time after you practice, so not before, because after you practice, on the inside of your instrument will be wet. It will be water in there and it will be some saliva in there. So you take your cleaning cloth and you go ahead and you just clean it, and that's it. Very easy, and you'll dry it out. Okay, you do the same thing with the middle joint. Okay, put the cloth through, clean. It won't reach all the way, so that's okay. Turn it the other way, clean. You're done. Foot joint, clean. You're done. Okay, and maybe every week or maybe once every 2 weeks, just throw your cleaning cloth in with your parents' laundry. They'll wash it and it'll come back clean, and then you're ready to go. Okay? Now, and that's pretty much all the parts that you will find inside your flute case. And that's all you need to worry about. So let's take a look at that slide that we're talking about. So here's the slide. There we go. Right there we can see the head joint. We can see the embouchure hole. embouchure, embouchure hole. You can see the middle joint. That's this whole big section right here. These are the keys that we press on, and this is the foot joint, So those are the 3 parts. All right. Okay. Now please make sure, if you ever need to, remember, you can pause the video, you can rewind the video, okay? Watch it as many times as you like, okay? Until you get all the information that you need. And I hope you enjoyed our second video. And in our next video, we will talk about how to produce a sound on your head joint. So take care and have a nice day. Goodbye.